Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. I'll be doing an energy reading now for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and or rising signs for now the tail end of September, between now and the end of September, basically what you can be expecting to see, what's going to be developing now. So what I'll do is I'll read the general energies for you guys first of all, and then we're going to pull some psychic tarot by John Holland just to clarify and maybe give a bit more insight. So I'm just going to link into the energies now. Okay, so they're talking here about some official business. It could be documents, paperwork, but they're also showing me government buildings. So this could be anything towards legal contracts. This could be marriages, divorce. This could be moving home. Anything that has a legal contract, a legal tie to a government. They're showing me a lot of legal documents, passports. It could be that you guys are maybe looking to travel and you're trying to get your documentation arranged. But they're showing me an official building here. It looks like a governmental building, but it could also be, you know, a building that you would get married in. But they're showing me official buildings here. So, and they're just saying legality. So it could well be that it could be that you're selling a home and that you're sorting through the legalities of it. You're sorting through the paperwork. But they're talking here about an unlocking. So, and also a contract or partnership. So I feel like if you're waiting to tie something up in this area, that is going to go ahead. But they're also showing a partnership here. I'm seeing two people shaking hands. So this could be that you're starting a work contract. It could be that you're starting, it's like a new home. It's a new contract that will, they're saying, tie you in for a long time. So anything legal wise, I feel like, and with paperwork involved, I feel like that's being developed and looked at between now, so the 16th of September up until the end of the month. They're also showing me partnerships here as well. So it could be that you're forming and developing a strong commitment with people. It could be that you are actually getting engaged or married. But I'm seeing actually that there is a partnership here, a loving partnership that is being deepened, that is going to be developed, and there's going to be a stronger connection built during this time. They're just trying to show me something here. I'm trying to get a bit of a deeper sort of insight into what it is they're trying to say. Yeah, I feel like there might be a few false starts with this, because if you've been sort of attempting to do something and then you're potentially a bit, you know, once bitten twice shy, it's like someone's trying to rush in to do something here, and there's a bit of a halt in energy. It's like, oh, there's a bit of a short sharp shock. So if you're trying to sort of move something forward and there's a potential block or there's a diversion, it's like, it's not saying that's not going to happen. It's just saying there needs to be there's a bit of a pause with this. They're saying as well that if this takes a while to come around, and you're having some shocks, I'm seeing someone with a shock here. So it could be that you've just found out something. Maybe, I don't know, your taxes aren't up to date. So please do ensure that, you know, all that information, all that stuff is up to date. Your finances, you know, legally as well, that is all above board and up to date. Because I'm seeing someone here getting a bit caught out. So it could be that you've forgotten paperwork or you're behind on something. But they're just saying, please make sure that everything is above board, the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, and that you are not putting yourself in a position that potentially you could be made vulnerable at a later stage. Because this is the thing, we've got Saturn, the planet of karma, that's going direct between now and the 18th, sort of end of the 18th, 19th. And what they're kind of saying with this is, don't be caught short here, because I feel like between now and then there's still other things that are going to kind of evolve here. So please make sure everything's up to date. This is a really strong message for someone. It could be more than one of you, but just bear in mind that this is a really strong message at the moment. I'm just seeing a lot of legalities. Yeah, it's like people are completing certain things, moving home, paperwork being up to date or getting that up to date. It's like, you know, when you kind of go into, it's almost like a bit of a nesting period I'm getting here, where this is the sort of time to, you know, it's like embedding your roots. It's like you're laying down firm foundations here, in order to progress forward into another new stage. But it's like they're really keen on you guys to make sure everything is above board and up to date, because I mean, this is a really strong message coming through. I do meditate before these, and I was getting this government building coming through then, and even now I'm getting that as well. So it could be that maybe you have some legal proceedings coming up, and my guides are showing a thumbs up here. So if you are concerned about a legal proceeding, if this does apply to you, obviously, you know, take what is resonating here and leave the rest, as with all these general readings. But they said that someone's worrying or concerned around a legal case here potentially as well. My guides are actually showing me a thumbs up here. So if you are concerned with that, they're saying please ensure that you are communicating and sending everything through to the person that is representing you, because that's going to be really useful as well. But they're showing as long as you've done absolutely everything, this is going to be okay. All right. So, and again, it feels like it could be more than one or two of you, so could be a larger number than that. They're also saying here, this could relate to the last thing I've mentioned, is someone's getting their wires crossed over something. Potentially, maybe you've even been involved or caught up in something that really wasn't your fault, or really wasn't something that you know, have done. It's like there seems to be a bit of I'm seeing this sort of Libra card here, the Justice card. So if you are really innocent and you really haven't done anything wrong, again, they're just saying just desert. So whatever influences are around this is going to rebalance, and you're going to be home and free, they're saying to me. Fairness is going to be adjusted. There is going to be a fair outcome. Okay. They're also showing me the King of Swords, so it'll be interesting to see what comes up in these cards. But they're showing me a rebalancing here, specifically around any legal issues that maybe you've already experienced at the beginning of this month, or, you know, sort of the last few months. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some cards here. Let's just see what else is coming through. Okay, so Spirit, what can Capricorn Sun, Moon or Ascendants expect to be seeing now between 16th of September and the end of September? Okay, what else can Capricorn Sun, Moon and or Rising be expecting to see now until the end of September 2019? What else can they expect to see? Capricorn, please. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's just they're basically kind of okay. And it's interesting because I saw a boat in my head as well here. They're showing me positive movement forward, right? So again, don't forget to put all these laid plans into focus. This is obviously traction, they're saying to me here. So things that you're putting and laying down here is actually building sort of into fruition. Okay, this is brilliant. But they're also saying there's going to be a triumphant success here with this. And I mentioned the swords earlier, but this is the sword of truth. This is the sword of justice. This is someone showing truth, clarity. This is someone shedding light on a situation. So if you've maybe been receiving unfair treatment, this is going to be rectified. You've got blue for communication in this card, and also you've got purple, which is obviously crown chakra, third eye chakra, which is going to be an awakening potentially, but also truth, clarity, insight. And as you can see, the light of the sword is shining. The light of truth is shining for all to see. Okay, and that's the word Spirit have just given me. Truth is shining for all to see here. Okay. Now, again, we've also got this sand, what's it called? My brain's gone blank. A timer. What's it called? A sand clock? I don't know. Sand timer. Hourglass, that's it. Now this, I feel like I really need to sort of show you guys. Can you see here, we've got roots that have gone all the way up to the sort of top of the hourglass and down into the bottom here. Something has been laid here. As I mentioned before, there has been firm plans, firm foundations laid. Okay, as you can see, rooted into the base of that. It's like it's not going absolutely anywhere, but there is a potential for a weight here. So the information I've mentioned, which is about the success, the positive movement forward, the solid communication, the truth being shone. If it takes a while, it could be anywhere between now and the next 2 days because of the number 2. Okay, but please bear in mind, this is a very grounded influence. As you can see, the sort of energy around this, It's a brown color, so very grounded, very root chakra, very kind of you're down to your very basic security that is going to come to fruition, but there may be a weight involved. And if that is the case, it's not a problem. It just means that it's going to develop, but we need to allow the dust to settle a little bit and allow everything to, there's a few different moving parts as well here, okay? So I mean, there could be several people involved. It could be that there is a confusion around a situation that is going to clear. You are going to have that clear. Now this is the other thing here. It could be also that during this time there may be a feeling of a bit of an emotional loss here. Now I feel like this is the Five of Cups a little bit here, so someone could be feeling a little bit left out in the cold. Could be five of the number of change, but what they say is you know, sometimes things need to leave before new can come in. So again, it's a bit of a balance here. So what is it that potentially is being shed in order to bring the new in? It doesn't have to be you know, a sort of a dramatic exchange, but that it does suggest that there is potentially something that is being shed here in order to make way for the new. Okay, and what is the new? You've got this amazingly sort of very fiery, very passionate energy coming in. Again, number one feels like this is the Ace of Wands potentially here. Looks like the Ace of Wands. New creative projects, new creative endeavors, a new love interest, developing of an existing love interest or relationship that is going to really take off. And again, you've got now two number ones. So you've got, you know, potentially the Ace of Swords, which is also, and also the Ace of Wands. So creativity is a little bit at the heart of this as well. What is it that maybe you haven't seen that you're going to be seeing? What else isn't it, you know, what else are you sort of going to be sort of give or receiving insight into? Because I feel like that also is at play here. What else can Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising? And here we go. I mean, it's even confirming it. Look at this spiritual union. You guys, again, if there is a potentially shedding of an old existing relationship and developing that Ace of Wands into, and then the Ace of Swords with that clarity, developing into this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is you know, that real spiritual connection, that you know, the ultimate love connection, really. And as you can see, there could even be a telepathic connection that you guys have here, because you can see here that they've got a link between their heads. So there could be a very good mental connection that you have. Maybe you've got a lot of common interests. It could be that you're on the same page. Two people here are on the same page and they're moving forward, and there's a very rewarding emotional type of exchange going on here. And they're saying it's timeless. You remember that hourglass I pulled earlier? A timeless connection. This could even relate to past lives. If the Six of Cups comes up, that could confirm that. But it's like something is being built into this spiritual union. And again, it doesn't even have to be a love. It could be a, you know, a friendship. It could be a group of people that you are really kind of moving towards, that are more like-minded and that are more on your page. And this is the other card that's come up. And we've got suffering and silence in reversed here. So what is it you're not speaking out about here? Again, it could be someone around you, or it could be yourself. Someone may, and again, we've got the Ace of Swords, as I've mentioned earlier, that came up. It could be that someone maybe isn't seeing the bigger picture. Someone isn't seeing something, or maybe someone is not speaking their truth. Someone is not being allowed to speak their truth. They're correcting me here. Someone is being, I'm just getting, again, it'll be interesting to see if the Eight of Swords comes up, but I'm just seeing someone, it's like someone is not being able to speak out. Is that you or someone around you? Someone is not speaking out, speaking their truth. It could be that you're going to have someone come towards you that will be speaking that truth, in order to develop a bond and a, you know, that Two of Cups energy. So what else can Capricorn Sun, Moon and or Ascendants expect to see now, between now and the end of September 2019? What can Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising expect to see? Again, they're saying, what is it you're not expressing here? What is it that you're not seeing? Because there's a chance here, if you release that or try and really connect with that information, or it could be that when you gain that information, that is the one block that's allowing you guys to move on ahead. Okay. I feel like this is the Eight of the Eight of Cups. I feel like this is the Eight of Cups. Someone could be leaving something behind here that's outdated, that maybe, you know, this is where the emotional loss comes in. This is, you know, as per the other cards, a waiting game. It's like, are you waiting for someone to move away for something and give their truth before, you know, they can connect with you? Because this is what has just flown out. We've got new beginnings. Once they do that, you know, again, it's like they are going to find some real doors opening here. We've got a woman that stepped past the door. The world is her oyster from the looks of things, into new beginnings. This is the Fool card in the deck. So someone needs to take a bit of a leap of faith there, but she's got that wand firmly in her hand. She can see the bigger picture. She can see what is coming up or past the horizon now. And there are, I mean, this person could be a bit of a distance away from you here. This person could be needing to travel to come and see you, but they are, I mean, the Fool card represents that they are definitely going to be, you know, sort of taking that leap of faith. So what's going to be happening? What's the outcome to this, please? What's the outcome with all this? What else will Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising expect to be seeing here between now and the end of September? What will Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, what can they expect to see here? Yeah, okay, we've got, again, they've just confirmed again. This is the patience and planning card here. And again, those were the kind of pillars that I was seeing on that building. Very much the same kind of architectural type of building, if I'm being totally honest with you. And again, we've got a doorway here. It's like, what is it that you're needing to step through and taking that full energy and sort of walk towards? Because pillars of success, you know, we have to build that. We have to build our strength. We have to build in the planning. We have to organize ourselves in order to take that leap. Again, this could be you, or, you know, if you're cross-watching, the person that maybe you're cross-watching for. Someone is going to be taking a leap, and someone is going to be shed light on the path that they need to be taking. It's like if they've been confused about what they need to be doing, you are going to really see what it is you need to be understanding in order to take that path, take that flight. Okay, and if this is not apparent at the moment, please reconnect, please connect with yourself, please maybe take some time. We've got solitude again, and we've got that pillar. So this looks like, you know, before she's walked through that kind of doorway there, she's reading, she's gaining knowledge, she's gaining an understanding here, and she's connecting with herself and her truth in order to understand what it is she needs to know. So do you need to study before doing this? You know, do you need to be gaining more insight, knowledge, researching a little bit? She seems very solid and grounded based on the fact that we've got a bit of a rocks behind her, but she's on this very fluid type of ground on. So I feel like what they're saying here is maybe watch the emotions. Maybe if you've got some emotions coming up to the surface, try and take some time for yourself in order to rebalance those, to decide what it is you want. Don't be sort of making any movements without having fully checked, you know, the information, planned it. Again, I keep getting travel references here, so maybe that you're wanting to travel to a distant place and that you haven't put much research in, but the opportunity is going to be coming or brought to you. What else can Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising expect to see now between now and the end of September? Yeah, it's interesting. They're showing someone here moving on. Okay, again, another reference to moving on. So is there something that you are not stuck in, but around, that you feel is not for you, is not resonating with you anymore? Is there something that maybe you need to be moving out of, or someone that, you know, you're watching for needs to be moving out of, that you're linked to, you know, romantically, in order to gain this new path? Can you see here, it's like someone's got a shame. Someone feels a bit ashamed of something. Someone's really beating themselves up about something here. They're wanting forgiveness. I've just heard in my, you know, from the guides, they're wanting forgiveness. So if you feel like someone stepped away and there's a loss around that situation, I feel like they could be coming back towards you now. This is not going to be for everyone. It's just going to be, I feel like they just want forgiveness. It's like they want to be heard as well. Someone's saying they want to be heard. I'm going to link in with that energy because I can see it's one. This is for one particular person. Okay, we've got a male here that's lighter hair, cropped hair. Now, they're showing me him as... They're saying here this is someone that needs inner child work, because this is someone emotionally who maybe not as evolved. Okay, this could be you. Maybe you're needing to do some inner child work. But they're showing me, it feels very much like the Page of Cups energy. So you could even be getting an apology here. But it's like they want to say they're sorry. They want to move past it. And they're saying the stubbornness is not letting them do that. There's a bit of an ego thing going on here where they don't want to admit they're wrong. They wish to move past it, but they don't want to admit they're wrong. But do you know what? I feel like that is blocking them a little bit, because as soon as they do, there's a material and spiritual prosperity kind of coming in here. And again, can you see we've got, you know, these in the background, we've got the trees have parted here, and behind it is the sun. So can you see you've got a man that's sort of, you know, almost contemplating things on this I don't know, it looks like a platform balcony. He's overlooking this sort of large expanse of water. It could be a very emotionally kind of heavy experience for him. And then through into the distance, past the trees, past maybe some blocks that he has mentally or practically. Maybe there's some practical issues. Maybe there's, you know, that you guys are far away from each other. We've got the sun. So someone could be coming to travel towards you. Someone could be looking to make amends. If this is you and you know what you want, but you're feeling like there's a blocks, there is going to be an ease of that towards the end of the month. But the outcome is brilliant with the sun in the background. They're just telling me here, I want to pull some cards from the Wisdom Oracle here, Collette Baron Reid's deck. I'm just going to pull a few cards here because they're just drawing me to this deck. Let me just see. Okay, so let's have a look. Right, so final messages please for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Ascendant for 16th of September onwards to the end of September, please. What is it that you would like to explain to Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising watching this video? Messages, please. I've just seen an interesting card. If that comes out again, I'm going to be blown away. I've got a feeling, I can already feel this is going to come out, this card, because they made me look at it. Okay, so Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, what is it? What messages do you have, Spirit, for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising? Okay, so again, we've got the Poised card. Okay, so someone is celebrating something here. There's a huge celebration at the end of this. Okay, but it was upside down. Okay, so this something could be catching you off guard here. Okay, so watch for that. So again, don't forget the preparation, planning. What is it you're wanting to sort of manifest that maybe you've given up on, and then actually, if you're poised and ready to bring that in, it will come in. But also, be open to receive. Don't block your energy off at this point, because you need to be open to receive here. As you can see, the Poised card, she's upside down. That's the way I pulled it. But you know, upright, she's celebrating. Okay, right? And again, we've got the number 48, so that's a 3. So we've got real joy here. We've got growth involved here. So they're just saying as well, mentally, I feel like you guys might be breaking out of certain restrictions you've had mentally. So watch for that. I feel like you might actually make a few breakthroughs with this. So let's see other messages for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Ascendant, please, for 16th of September to the end of September. Messages for, or outcome for, wow. And look, Treasure Island. We've got the Treasure Island card. There's a potential to really be building and multiplying money, love, connection. Sorry about this webcam. I'm just going to try and focus it. Yeah. Now, again, it could be that you've isolated yourself a little bit, or you haven't wanted to connect with people. But actually, when you open that energy up, you are going to have a potential for a really positive kind of emotional connection here. Okay, and as you can see, this is the number 9 card, so that there's a cycle that's being drawn to a close here with the number 9. All right, so last card here, what's the outcome overall for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising signs for 16th September to the 30th of September? What is the outcome for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, 16th of September to the end of September, please? What is the outcome, please? Outcome. The Treasure Island is a pretty decent card, to be fair. Any final messages, any final cards, please, Spirit? Any final messages? They're just saying keep your eyes, it's like keep your focus. It's like they're just saying keep your eyes peeled, because it could also be that the opportunity or the thing that you're not ready for, something rushes in and it kind of throws you off a little bit. So keep your eyes peeled for opportunities that maybe we need to have awareness around us, because I feel like they're saying just don't, try not to miss the opportunity. There is definitely something coming in here that is going to give you a chance to really accelerate growth. There's a very large acceleration going on here that they want you to be made aware of, and they don't want you to miss it. And don't forget, they're just saying short, sharp, sharp. So it could be something that really throws you off a little bit off guard. So if that is the case, and you're usually someone that's sort of, oh no, don't know, panic, don't give a yes answer straight away, or don't give a no answer straight away. Final card, please. Capricorn Sun. Okay, and this is brilliant. What a lovely card. This is the Imagine card. Okay, how beautiful. Okay, now this is essentially the world is your oyster right here. Okay, now can you see we've got the moon in the background? So we've had the harvest moon in Pisces, 13th to 14th of the month. There is a huge potential for all signs to manifest at this point. Okay, so really keep that focus of what you want. But don't forget, I know you guys are very earthly signs, but imagine, start visualizing your dreams. Like maybe build a mood board, or set your intentions and do it visually, in order to really bring that into fruition. But I'm just trying to see what this is on the. Yeah, look, she's fishing in the clouds. Can't quite see that, but if the figure in the actual forefront here is fishing, okay, to the sort of the backing of the moon and the divine. So this is not outside the realm. Your dreams are not outside the realm of possibility, okay, but you have to be very clear on your intentions. You have to really focus on those in order to bring that in. But if you want to bring something in, you will be able to, because there's a very you need to keep the mental kind of clarity very straightforward, positive thoughts, focus. Yeah, I've got that song If You Believe in my head, and I think it's by Westlife. Sorry about that. If you're not into that cheesy pop music, I do apologize, but that's not really my thing either. But and if you are, I apologize as well. No intentions, I'm not trying to sort of offend anyone here, but I'm hearing the song If You Believe, okay, Westlife. It's like I feel like there's a potential for a bit of a miracle going on here. I feel like, again, this shock, it's like something that maybe you've closed off to, or maybe you haven't thought would happen. There's a potential here for it to be brought in. Now, obviously, this might not happen for everyone. I can't guarantee it, obviously, but this, I feel, for a few of you is going to be relevant. So I feel like there's something very kind of out of the blue going to be happening here. So guys, hopefully this has helped. Please do like the video if you felt that it was helpful. Subscribe, click on the notification bell. I do post Monday to Friday. Tomorrow's video will be Aquarius. So obviously I'll be posting that then. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Take care. Bye.